Hello, let's make this easy bucket hat. It's a single stitch pattern which is repeated throughout the round, which makes it easier for the beginners to follow. It's a simple pattern with no magic ring, and I started with a crown and with a beautiful edging. It's really simple. A string of chains make the bow as well. I start with crown, then I go in rounds. Then I make the sides of the hat, and finally a simple edging is made. I am using cotton yarn with a hook size 4 mm and a tape measure. First I'll make a slip knot. So I'm going to make the crown part first, okay? So once I have made my slip knot, I'm going to make 3 more chains. Instead of the magic ring, I'm going to create 3 chain stitches, and I'm going to slip stitch into the first chain to make a ring, okay? So I have just done my 3 chain stitches, and I'll go to the first chain. That's our first chain. Insert the crochet hook, yarn over and pull through both the loops. So that's way I'm going to close this ring, and I'm going to have a ring here. So I'm going to create stitches inside this ring. So for the height of the double crochet, I'm going to make 2 chain stitches. For double crochet, yarn over and insert the crochet hook into this ring and pull through. Now we have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So I'm going to mark my first stitch there. So I'm going to continue double crocheting into this ring. I am going to make 10 more double crochets into this ring. So I'm just continuing with double crochet. It's a very simple stitch. Yarn over and insert the crochet hook and pull through. Yarn over and 2 together. Yarn over and 2 together. So 2 times we are going to make yarn over. That's our double crochet. So I am going to continue with double crochets there. Once I have total of 11 double crochets, I am going to go there and finish it with a slip stitch. So for the time being, I'm just continuing with double crochets and counting in between whether I have 11 double crochets or not. So I'm just counting it, and that's my final, and it's 11 double crochets. So I'm going to go into the space, remove the marker and insert the crochet hook and pull the yarn through. And pull the yarn through both the loops. So I have just closed my first round of the bucket hat, and I am going to continue making the stitches. So I have made 2 chains for the height of the double crochet. So into the same stitch, I am going to make 2 double crochets. That's my first double crochet there, and I'm going to mark it, and I'm going to make 1 more double crochet there. Yarn over, insert the crochet hook into the same chain space and make 1 more double crochet there. So that's done, and I have 2 double crochets in 1 stitch. So I am going to continue the same pattern. I am going to make 2 double crochets in each and every stitch. That means I have made 11 double crochets, so I am going to continue double crochets into each 11 of the stitches. I'll be having 2 stitches in each and every chain. So I have almost completed my double crochets, and that's my last stitch. I'm going to make 2 double crochets into the same stitch. So I have increased the double crochets. Now I'll remove the marker, insert the crochet hook, and I am going to close the round. Every time I add 2 chains in the beginning, I'll close the round by slip stitches. So that's my second round. For the round 3, again I am making 2 chains. It's very simple, and I am going to make 1 double crochet into the same stitch. Okay, so I have just completed my 1 double crochet there, and then into the next chain stitch I am going to make 2 double crochets in a single stitch. Yarn over and pull through. That's my first double crochet, and I'll go to the same chain space. I'll make 1 more double crochet there. So this is the pattern I am going to continue. 1 double crochet and 2 double crochet. That's the same pattern. That means yarn over, insert the crochet hook and pull the yarn through. yarn over, pull 2 together, yarn over, pull 2 together. That's my first double crochet, and move to the next stitch. I'll be making 2 double crochets there. That means 1 double crochet in one stitch and 2 double crochet into the next stitch. So this is the pattern I'm going to continue, and always remember that when you finish the round you have an increase. That means 2 stitches, 2 double crochets in one stitch. So that's the last round. I have completed my 1 double crochet there. That's my last stitch. I'll make 2 double crochets there. So yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through, and that's our final double crochet there. So it's done. So the third round is complete, and I am going to close it by making slip stitches. So I've just closed it using a slip stitch there. So it's done, round 3, and every round I start with 2 chain stitches and go to the same chain space and make 1 double crochet there. So yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through. Don't forget to mark the stitch. Sometimes I forget. If you are a beginner, I recommend marking the first double crochet. Okay, and into the next chain stitch also I have made 1 double crochet, and into the third chain space I'll make 2 double crochets in one stitch. So that's 1, that's 2 in one single stitch. So this is the pattern I am going to continue. 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet and 2 double crochet into the next stitch. So I am going to continue the same pattern. Go to the next stitch, yarn over and pull through. That's our first double crochet. Go to the next chain space and make 1 more double crochet there. Yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through. That's our 2 double crochets. Go to the next chain space. I am going to make 2 double crochets into the same stitch, just like that. That's 1 and that's 2. That's 2 double crochets into one stitch. So I am going to continue 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet and 2 double crochets. So this is my last stitch. I have mentioned that in the last stitch should always be an increase. So I have increased the stitch. So that's 2 double crochets. I am going to close it by using slip stitch. Yarn over and pull through both the loops. So I have closed my 4th round as well. So I am going to continue to the 5th round. So here I am going to make 1 double crochet into the same stitch. Always remember that when it is up to the crown size, we are increasing the stitches, okay? And in the next chain space, I'm going to make 1 more double crochet there. So that's 2 double crochets, and then I am going to make 1 more single double crochets there. That's our 3rd double crochet. And into the next chain, I'm going to make 2 double crochets in one stitch. So this is the pattern I'm going to continue. That way you can continue for the entire round. That means 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet and 2 double crochet. So this is the crown part I am going to continue. Once we have the desired size of the crown part, we can stop increasing, okay? So I'm just close this round by making a slip stitch. So it's done, and I have just completed my 5th round. So I'm going to go to the next round. Here I'll make 1 more increase there. So the last time I have made 3 DC and an increase. This time I am going to make 4 DC and an increase. Increasing goes just like that, okay? So that's my 2nd, and that's my 3rd double crochet, and that's my 4th double crochet. And once I have done it, I move to the next double crochet and I'll make an increase. So that means 4 DC and an increase. In the previous round we have made 3 DC and an increase. So just like that. So I'm just going to continue 4 double crochets and 1 increase. So this is my last stitch, and I am going to close it by slip stitching. Okay, so I have just completed the round 6, and I'm going to measure it whether it is sufficient to cover my crown part. So I think it's right. So I'm just going to continue with the sides of the hat. So the first round is very important. We are going to use only the back loops of the chains, so the loops, and I'm going to make all double crochets all across. There is no increase in this round. There are no increases, okay? And I'm just going to continue double crocheting in the back loops only for all the chains. The chains we have made so far, all the chains, I'm going to make one double crochet each in the back loops. So for bending the sides of the hat, I'm going to use the back loops. You can continue with this double crochets, just double crochets using both the loops. But if you make the back loop only double crochets, it looks much better. So I have closed the round. For the round 7 onwards, I'm going to use both the loops for making double crochets, and I'm not going to make any more increases, and I'm just continuing with double crochets. I'm going to make one double crochet into the same stitch, and I'll continue making double crochets all around, just like this. I'm just continuing. You can just continue by using double crochets all across. There are no increases. Remember that you have to use both the loops. So I have just completed this round, and I am going to close this round. I'm going a little faster because I am not making any increases here. So for the next round also, I am going to make one more row of double crochets, but I am not going to make any increases, just double crochets all across. So you can just pause the video and you can reduce the speed if you want, and I'm just continuing with double crochets all across. So I'll just complete this part, and once I have the desired length of the hat, and I can stop here. So the sides are complete, and I have just made I just measure it, and I have almost 2.5 inches, so that's right. And I'm going to continue with the brim of the hat. For the brim of the hat, I am going to make the same thing. I am going to use the back loop only. So here I have made 5 individual double crochet in each and every stitch, and on the 6th stitch I have made an increase. And always remember that you have to mark your first double crochet. So because in the last round we have made 4 double crochet and an increase, so that's the reason in this round I'm going to make an increase. That will be 5 individual double crochets and 1 increase. Okay, so I have completed it, and I am going to go with the slip stitch. So I have just completed it. Okay, and once if you have done your increase round, next round will be no increase round. That means there will be double crochets all around without any increase. In each and every stitch you can make double crochets. So I have done it, and I am going to close the round just like that. So now we have done a normal round. Now again I am going to increase the round. Okay, so in this round I am going to make 6 individual double crochets and 1 increase. That means after completing 6 individual double crochets, I'll make an increase in the 7th stitch. So if you want a bigger brim, you can increase the rounds. Okay, and I'm going to stop here, and I just want a moderate length. I don't want it to be too much wide, so I'm just going to continue with a moderate length. So if you want a wider brim, you can always increase the round just like this, like 1 round of increase and next normal round. That means only double crochets. So this way you can increase the round. Okay, once if you have sufficient length or width of the brim, you can stop it. So I have made a slip stitch is there ready. Now my bucket hat is almost ready. So I've just done it and just measure it, and I want the edging to look like a little beautiful. For that I'm going to chain 3, and I am going to skip 1 stitch there, and I am going to slip stitch into the next stitch. So this way I can create some beautiful edging for this hat. Okay, so I have made my slip stitch there. I'm going to chain 3 just like this, and I'll skip 1 stitch and move to the next chain, and I'll make a slip stitch there. So this way I'm going to continue finishing the edging part. So I've just completed the edging. This is my last edging, and here I'm going to skip 1 stitch and I'm going to slip stitch here. So this is the step. this is the part I just completed my edging, and now I'll cut the yarn. I'll weave in the ends. So it is totally optional, and if you want, you can use any method for weaving. This way I'm going to continue with weaving just like that. The stitches right in front of me, I'll just insert the darning needle just like that and pull through. You can pull through twice or thrice, it's up to you. Once it's secured enough, it's good. And I'm going to make a string for this. This lavender color I have chosen for this, and I am going to make slip knot and continue making slip chain stitches all across until you have the desired length for the heart. And I have just completed a long string of chains. I think that's sufficient, and I am going to make slip stitches. Skip your first stitch and make slip stitch there. So this way I am going to finish this whole stitches by making slip stitches. Okay, so I'm just doing just slip stitches only. From starting till end, I'm going to do the same thing because my thread is quite thin. So I just thought that if you make slip stitches, it will look much better. But if you have a thicker yarn, I recommend making just a chain stitches will be fine. So insert the darning needle, one up and one down, just like that. And I've made a few stitches in the front, just 4 or 6, it's up to you, because I'm going to make a bow there, so it looks much better. So I've just done it, and it's really beautiful. And thanks for watching. If you really like the video, just try it and make one for yourself. Thank you for watching.